Right, I'm preparing myself for doing the door. Now the quarter's done. There's a couple of marks I can't get out the rear quarter, but the clarity's a million times better. Now, just to give an indication of what we're trying to remove before we start, and this is on top of the very frosty finish that we've got. So as you know, I've removed the wing mirrors, and I'm going to make a start on the top of this edge first, get that done, and then work my way down. So hopefully this will look a lot better later on. So we can see the difference virtually straight away. Okay, here we go. Morning. Today I've started off, thought I'd finished the door yesterday. I've come to start the front wing and realised before I even start this wing, this has been flatted to death. And the finish that I'm going to end up with on the wing is going to be flatter than I've got it on the door. So now I'm going to revisit the door with the rotary and the wool mop to take down a little bit more of the peel so that the light will then balance across. I won't keep you watching for hours. I'll just do 30 seconds of the first set just to give you some idea of what I'm doing. But the reason why I'm doing it is so that the light balances across the car rather than as a good finish. A good finish but a little bit more wobbly. I want to get it the same, so I'm going to go back over the door that I'd already thought that I'd done. So I'll just start off wool pad, rotary, H9 Kosh Chem. Right, that's the first set. Just give it a wipe down and see if we're getting close to the finish that I want. It's getting closer. It's probably going to take 3 or 4 sets to balance this. So I'm not going to put you through the agony of watching me do every set. So just thought I'd show why I'm doing it and what I'm using to do it. So I'll see you on the next one. Right, I've just been doing the second stage polishing to cut out the wall marks, but as you can see, this needs further refining. So I've got 2 medium cut pastes, 2 500, 2 200. I've just gone over it with the 2.2. I'll go over it with the 2.5, and then I'll change to a fine pad and refine it down to a finish. As you can see, I'm using the rotary because the orbitals are just not clearing it very good. So I'll show you again shortly when I get down to the finishing stage. So I'll see you then. just in the latter stages of refining this wing. Now I've been refining it with a black pad with Menzerner 3800 compound. Although it's got a super reflection and it's quite sharp, to me it's not quite sharp enough. So what I'm doing now, the paint's reacting like a soft paint where it appears, even though it's been washed down with panel white, still appears to be holding some of the paste, which is giving it a little bit of a light flare. So this is the pad I've been using with 3800, and I've actually decreased the amount I'm using as I've gone through. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a splash of water, and I'm now going to polish it again. The water will mix with the residue of the paste that's already in there, but as I go on it'll start washing out any remains that are there and give me a sharper look. So I'll just do a quick demonstration and then we'll have a look at the results. Now I'm working this until I see that the water is evaporating. So like you would watch a paste diminish, I'm watching for the water to diminish. Right, now I've just left a little bit of residue on the panel, so I'm going to use some panel wipe, wipe it off. Now I'll wipe the residue of the panel wipe off. And if I get my beautiful granddaughter, who's been doing the filming for the last couple of days, to step over here so it's in real time, and you should be able to see, although I've just put some white marks in it, just wiping it down, it's starting to take shape as quite a sharp. You can see there are flares where I've just wiped it. It's acting just like a soft paint would, but I'll keep diminishing the polish that's in there with water until there's no polish and only water, and it'll slowly drag everything out and leave the panel nice and crisp. Just a little tip of how I treat paint that appears to be holding some of the compound even after continually wiping it and refining it. Sometimes you get it, it's leaving a lovely reflection and it will be super sharp. So just thought I'd give a demonstration, and I'll give you a look down the side of the car shortly. Well, I've finally got the one side of the car finished. Roof, boot lid and the off side of the car. More than pleased with the finish. It's been a lot of work, but I think the outcome is what gives you the satisfaction of all the hard work. The car is looking a million times better than it did when it arrived, and I'm really pleased. I've got the light virtually identical all the way along the car. So that's one big plus, and we've got rid of the solvent pop, I suppose you'd call it. It wasn't as distinct as what I'd call solvent pop, but it just give a frosty look. But as you can see now, the car certainly looks a lot richer. The colour is deeper, richer and glossier. Right then, I'm going to start on the front lower valance now and get that to the same, and then I'll work my way around the other side of the car, and I'm saving the bonnet till last. There's a couple of other jobs I need to do, but I'll probably do that when I take the wheels off. I want to remove the rear lights. So I can polish the aluminium behind it. But it's definitely looking a richer green. I thought the car was British Racing green. We've now found that it is Goodwood green. So I've ordered some more touch-up paint, so I can touch it up in the right colour now, because the British Racing green is nowhere near. If I could show you this part, you can see the British Racing green is a lot greener. So I'm going to nib that back down when I get the touch-up pen. There are a few touch-ups around the wheel arches and that I want to do, where it's had stone chips. But so far, it's going to plan, considering it was so difficult in the first place. Now I seem to have found the rhythm and what it needs. It's coming on a lot quicker. Right then, thanks for watching this, and the next video I'll be along as soon as I've gathered enough. Right, so I'm in for a few hours on Saturday. So overnight I thought about where I was going to be today. I was going to start the front panel, but I thought I'd have a change of scenery and start looking at these. Now, as you can see from previous polishing, we've got polishing all the writing and letters. Paste down in the holes, and the backing plate does look grubby. So today I'm going to start doing these. Change of scenery, and I'm only in for 4 hours, so we'll have a go. Now to do exactly the same this side. Some people might think, what's the point in coming in for just 4 hours on a Saturday? But I think what we've done today in 4 hours with these light clusters, stripping the lamps out, polishing up the aluminium panel behind and polishing all the lights, has transformed the look of something which really didn't grab any notice at all before. Really pleased with how they've came out, and now it's changed the whole look, I think. I've also spent some time polishing the number plate lamp holder, getting that to the same level as the boot lid. So 4 hours you can get a bit done, and it makes a massive difference. These are some of the things that had to be attended to anyway, and these are the parts that finish the job off nicely. The side of the car I'm really pleased with, and looking forward to getting the rest of it done. And then I've just had a little dabble with a bit of polish on the wheel to see if I can, what sort of difference it's going to make. And looks like if I can get behind the spokes to get it like that, then they'll look great. But I think I'm going to finish the paint work off first, and then do the wheels. So there we have it. That's this week's conclusion, and I'll be ready Monday to start on the rest of the paintwork. So thanks for watching all these videos. It means the world to me that you watch them, and hope you're enjoying it. So I'll see you next week.